Hey guys, Mark here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a rear view mirror that has a touchscreen and a dash cam built right into it. Let's jump in. So this is going to be a bit of a different review. I'm basically just going to drive around town for like 45 minutes, waste a ton of gas, and ramble on about this rear view mirror setup. And hopefully I'll be able to cut together a cohesive review for you guys. So hope you like it. Let's dive right in. So this is the Boscam R1. It's a rear view mirror with a touchscreen built in. It also has a joystick looking dash cam built in, and it comes with a rear view backup camera. And it displays those two cameras on the 2.5 inch-ish touchscreen that's built into the rear view mirror. So the way it works, as soon as you turn on your car, the touchscreen will boot up. It'll give you like a Boscam logo or something like that, and it will immediately start recording. It records to a micro SD card. I have a 16 gigabyte micro SD card or something like that in there, and the resolution that it records in is something like 2302 by. It's a really strange resolution. It's not quite 1440p, but it is higher than 1080p, which I was very surprised with. When you actually put it into your computer, it still recognizes it as nearly 1440p. However, it does look like something like a 720p resolution or something like that. That's just been scaled up. It doesn't look like 1440p in its full pure glory sort of thing. But make no mistake, it is a very, very good dash cam visually. And it doesn't seem to overexpose or underexpose very often. You can very clearly make out details like license plates and stuff like that. So all the important stuff that you need in a dash cam is definitely there. So that's good. So the way this thing records is it puts it all into separate folders, which is actually quite neat. Through some sort of algorithm, it tries to determine what type of action is going on and then places it in the correct folder. So there's like a parking folder, there's a emergency folder, which is, I assume, reserved for accidents and that sort of thing. There's a normal day use folder as well, and I think there's one other, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But basically it analyzes, I guess, your movement patterns, what it looks like to the actual dash cam, and then it tries to categorize it correctly. And it does do a good job for the most part. Sometimes you do have to look around a little bit though, because it doesn't quite get it right. You know, it might put normal driving footage into the parking one, for example, when you're stopped at a red light or something like that. But no big deal. I'm sure if you got in an accident, it wouldn't be difficult to find the footage you're looking for. I wasn't able to actually test the backup camera footage because I have a Joying head unit that came with a backup camera, and I liked using the 9-inch touchscreen for my backup camera because there's more visibility, of course, and it's already installed, so I didn't want to remove the old one and put in the new one, so I couldn't actually test the backup camera. From what I've heard in Amazon reviews and a few other things, the backup camera isn't the best, but it gets the job done, so don't take my word for it. Take a look at the Amazon reviews. Of course, if you're interested, I'll put the Amazon link in the description down below so you can check it out further. What else? Oh yeah, this thing has a internal battery. It's not a big internal battery. They quote in the user's manual that it lasts for about 5 minutes. So if you unplug this thing or your battery dies or something along the lines of that, you can still record for about 5 minutes before the battery will die. But it's not something that you would routinely unplug anyway, so not a big deal. I was actually just impressed in the fact that they've installed the battery at all. You can also take photos with the dash cam. Basically, to do that, you would just touch the left side of the rearview mirror where the touchscreen is, and the touchscreen will wake up. And then there's a photograph button or like a little camera or something. You press on that, and it will immediately take a picture of what's in front of you. The photos are, about the same as the video. It's not the best quality, but you can definitely make out the important details like license plates, definitely what the vehicle is, or even faces if there's someone you want to take a picture of, something like that. Don't do that, it's creepy. But anyway, you can set it to record video of a certain clip length. So, for example, if you want to record 1-minute clips, 2-minute clips, 3-minute clips, etc., you can choose that in the menus. And that's basically so that when you go back and look at the dash cam footage, you're not looking through 17 minutes of one clip, and it's not a massive clip file. It's, you're just looking through a minute long or 2-minute clips. So that's a nice little feature. The Dashcam also records audio. There is a microphone in it. Of course, it's not the best microphone, as you would expect, but you can definitely hear my voice. And I might even just take an audio clip of this recording just to show you what the sound sounds like. But if you are in an accident situation and for some reason you need the audio clip of the people in the car, no problem, that's there for you if you need it. There's a setting in the menus and it's called motion detection. And from what I understand, the Dashcam will immediately start recording if something is happening in front of it and the car is off. So for example, if someone bumps your car while you're at a grocery store or something along those lines, you will be able to record what happened or what happened immediately after, or something like that. So at least you'd be able to identify the person or the vehicle that hit you. I think that's how it works. I'm not entirely sure. I'll cut this out if it's not how it works, but I think it's how it works. In terms of installing the rearview mirror, basically all you have to do is clamp it onto your pre-existing rearview mirror. It latches on with these elastic rubber hooks type thing. And it's not permanent, of course. You can take it off. Actually, I can dismantle this whole thing that I have installed here in less than 5 minutes, which I really like. If I ever wanted to go back to the vanilla, regular Camry rearview mirror, no problem at all. It takes 5 minutes tops. Then what I've got done is it comes with a micro USB to 12 volt car port. And what I've done is, you might not be able to see it up here, but it goes from the rearview mirror up into the headliner, down the side. You can definitely see this here. This is the only part that the cord is actually showing besides where it comes out into the mirror. Down through the door, underneath the seat, and then straight into the console and into the 12 volt connector there. And like I said, it took me maybe 10 minutes to set up, and I can guarantee you I can remove it in 5 minutes easily. So I really like the fact that it's not permanent. You don't have to screw in anything. You don't have to replace your rear view mirror. It all just clamps on and it's quick and dirty sort of thing. But it still looks okay. I mean, it looks a little wonky from the front where you can see the dash cam sticking out and that it's kind of like two rear view mirrors stacked on top of each other sort of thing. But from my angle, it just looks like a rear view mirror with a cord coming at the top. In terms of visibility, I was actually very impressed with the rear view mirror. I figured by nighttime we would have some issues because it is just a glossy sort of mirror, and I figured the reflections of the headlights of the cars behind me and stuff would really get my eyes and really bother me. But that's actually not the case. It's actually quite a bit better than the auto dimming feature on my Camry, and I like it a lot better. In addition to that, the visibility in daytime is also really good because it's just a mirror, of course, but it's also larger than my stock Camry rear view mirror, which means you do get a bit more visibility on the sides, but it also means that you sort of can see the side of your head if you don't tilt it a little bit off center. No big deal, but it might get annoying for some people. Another thing to note is the fact that this thing was really well packaged. Like, for the price, I kind of expected it to come in some cheap packaging, you know, bubble wrapped cardboard box, basically, is what I expected it to come in. But when it came in, it was like this nice, white, sleek, almost looked like an Apple box with Boscam written in like silver lettering across the top. And it was a really nice box, you know. Sometimes you look at products and you don't expect them to come in these nice packages, but when they do, it just makes it just that much better. Other than a few minor complaints, for example, the SD card is really hard to put into its slot. You actually need to get something like a debit card or a credit card or something and jam the SD card down into the slot. I mean, no big deal, obviously, it's fine. Just little annoyances, you know? But other than that, it's probably, and I don't say this lightly, it's probably one of the best products I've ever reviewed on this channel. It has excellent visibility. It's got, you know, a really good resolution for recording dash cam stuff. It can take photographs. It's got motion detection. It's got an internal battery. Nighttime, it's not glaring in your face. There's very little to actually complain about it, and the things that I do have are just nitpicky little things that don't even really matter in the long run. I mean, it does its job, and it does its job well. So if you're interested in it, I'll leave a link down in the description below, as always. And thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you like this new sort of format of review. I know it's a bit of a ramble, and I had to cut a lot, but I think it comes out more natural, and it just works for this type of product because I'm in a car, and I'm actually using the dash cam and the rear view mirror and stuff. So I hope you like the review. Thanks for watching. As always, if you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe to support my channel. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.